tongue-tied. It's like my brain knows what it wants to say, but my mouth won't do it. Hi, I'm Ben. Welcome to Video Marketing Unscripted, where I answer your video marketing questions completely unprompted. Hey. Anthony, what's our question today?
Well, Ben, today's question is from Linsday and Clayton, and she would like to know, how do you decide when to use scripted content versus unscripted content?
Okay, good question. I think there are certainly different opportunities to use different types of content. One way to distinguish between types of content is, of course, to look at scripted versus unscripted. When I think of unscripted content, I think of more like interview style, documentary style, where you're relying on somebody to either be answering questions or otherwise answering in some unscripted fashion, as opposed to scripted content where you've got either a narrator or characters doing dialogue or a voiceover, something like that. I think unscripted content is something to use kind of further down in the funnel, where you want actual people talking about actual experiences. So whether it's a testimonial type video or somebody talking about how something affected them, right? Like maybe what their expectations were, or what they thought going in, or what kind of the best benefits to them have been. If you can get somebody kind of sharing their own story, that is a tremendous opportunity for unscripted content. So you're kind of asking them questions, you're getting these unscripted answers, and you can then use that to kind of build your narrative for your piece. Now, one thing to keep in mind with unscripted work is you don't want it to be completely all over the place. As you're crafting your questions, you do want to be very thoughtful in your questions and kind of guide the interviewee into the answers that you want them to give. So presumably you've done some pre-interview research, you've had some conversations, you know what you kind of want them to say, and you can kind of lead them there. And really the reason for that is to get more concise answers. It makes it easier to edit. If you just kind of throw a completely open-ended question out there to someone, it may be real hard for them to edit. I mean, ask Anthony. He has to edit 14 minutes of my drivel every time we do one of these. With scripted content, I do feel like those typically lend themselves more to higher up in the funnel pieces, where they're better crafted, better copy, better messaging, where you want to say specific things in a specific way. That kind of scripted content, again, that can be something that you're scripting a voiceover, you're scripting maybe a dialogue if you're writing some kind of creative scene. It can be an animated video that has scripted titles. That kind of stuff really lends itself, again, to giving a specific message a specific way at a specific time. I would say, though, that there's a tremendous opportunity to blend the two. You don't just have to pick scripted or unscripted. You can actually drive a narrative with scripted VO and then pepper in interview pieces from people that are more unscripted, but still kind of give yourself the structure with the scripted pieces. So, Linsday, I hope that answers your question. If you've got a video marketing question that you'd like me to answer, please enter it in the comments below or on the form on our site. You're welcome.